Hey guys, how are we doing? So it's Crypto Insight UK here. I'm coming at you with another TA video. I first want to jump into Bitcoin and just talk about Wyckoff accumulation again. I know we've gone into this a few times. It's the 30th of June 2021 at 20 past 5. I'm sorry for the late video, guys. Had a busy day, and England won last night, so I've had a bit of a hangover. You know how it is. Anyway, get straight into it. If we are following this Wyckoff accumulation pattern, then what I would like to see play out now is we've obviously had this down test, testing the bottom support twice in the same regions, then the spring, the retest of the spring, and then I think we are in this phase here. So this is obviously the initial down, and then two phases where we are hitting a low here and here. They are slightly off, so we had our biggest low here, and then two higher lows, and then this spring. So it's slightly different because their biggest in the Wyckoff accumulation, the biggest low is actually in phase B. But you could still say we are very, very similar to the look of this Wyckoff accumulation. And if we are following that, then this would be the spring down here, confirmation with a back test, and then out we go. Bit of a retrace, and out we go further, just as we're doing here. So test, zigzag out, bit of a push, accumulation, out we go. And I'd like to see this push out. This needs to be, for me, this next push needs to get above the 40,000, 42,000 mark. So we're out here, we push, we want to get above this high here. This is what we're looking for. Up here to the 42, back down on top of the 40, and out we go. And then we're off to the races, guys. That's what I'm looking for personally. This is Bitcoin on the 4 hourly. Let's have a look at it on the daily, what's going on. So we have had a red engulfing candle for the daily, which is, if it closes like this, that is bearish, because it means that the action yesterday has completely been engulfed, and it would indicate that we may look further towards the downside tomorrow. However, the day is not finished, so we don't know how this day is going to play out. For us, I've still got another 7 hours, 38 minutes on this day, so we could see a bit of a pushback. Also, I'd like to see us test this level of resistance here as support at 33,880. And again, as I said with the Wyckoff accumulation, I want to see us get above this zone here. Well, not only would that be bullish because we're up towards that 42,000, yes, we've got some highs over here, we'd also reclaim these moving averages. If we can get some volume come through and push up to those sort of levels, I will be a very, very happy boy. So XRP following a similar sort of pattern as Bitcoin. However, we don't have a red engulfing candle on XRP chart. In fact, it looks way more bullish. Let's go down to a chart that's a bit more clean for XRP. Okay, for some reason we've got minus 6% on this exchange and minus 3 on this exchange. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there, but let's just go off this one. This would look a bit like a hammer. So this would actually be a positive sign. If we've got the wicks below, that means that obviously there's buying pressure. Let's have a look at Ethereum. Ethereum's kind of the same. It did break out of that wedge pattern that I talked about. It faked out above and then came out below. I did say let's have a look if that hit our price targets. So let's have a look what happened here. It faked out above and touched this Fibonacci retracement level that I talked about. Look, rejected that, came down, found the 50-day of support. So let's see if it did hit the target that I would have talked about yesterday. There to there, it broke out of the wedge there. It hasn't quite hit that target, but if you go from here, that's the fake out, boom, and then come down, and that would be bang on for the target. So we were pretty close when we looked at that. To be fair, you could say the wedge started here to this point, so we had slightly less on that wedge. So yeah, we had the fake out here. We couldn't break above the resistance level. We came down, but we are using the 50-day on the hourly as support, which is definitely bullish news. We have to keep our eye on Ethereum and see what's going to go on there. If we have a look at the market cap as a whole, again, positive news on the 4 hourly. We've broken above the 50. We did test it a few times with support, break up, didn't get any momentum to get up above this price level here, which is 1.4 trillion. Couldn't quite get the momentum to reach the 200-day. Came back, and we're now sitting on the 50-day support. As you can see a few times in the past, we've done this similar sort of thing. Broke above, come down, broke above, not quite reached the 200, come down, fell through, bounced off this 1.33 trillion. So what we're going to do here, we could accumulate here and have another go, try and get above that 200, and that would be a proper W reversal pattern, which is like this, boom, boom, out. Obviously accumulation, out we go. But there's also a world where we could do this, boom, boom, follow the trend from above, come down, retest the support, and then look to head out from there. But I personally think we will go for the first pattern that I drew in, this W reversal, with the wick down onto the support, an accumulation on top of the 50-day, and push out we go and off to bigger things. We'll have to see. That's the total market cap in general. And again, looking very similar on the altcoin market cap with this W bottom, accumulation on top of the 50-day, and hopefully now we get some buying pressure come through. See a big green candle come in here, and off we go to the races. That's what I'd like to see there personally. And we'll keep today's video kind of short. We had a big jump out of VeChain yesterday. They're all forming in similar patterns here. This one's a bit more bearish because it did come down and accumulate for a while before it started to push back up. But it does show that it confirms this level here of support. This is on the 4-hourly. So that's a great level to be holding a support, as it's a previous low over here, but it's not the lowest point in general. So it shows that we are creating higher lows and creating them and confirming them support. We just need to get above these moving averages. They're the things that are bothering me mostly at the minute. Again, as you can see on the daily, it has wicked up twice to touch these moving averages, but we don't look to have a red engulfing candle on the daily for VeChain, so that is positive news as well. They're things to be keeping your eye on in this market at the minute. A lot of the altcoins, there is a mix as to whether they are red engulfing on the daily or whether they are just simply a red candle. I obviously don't really like Doge. I think we could be coming down in Doge, but let's see what happens. I personally would keep your eyes on Ethereum because it's normally the first to move in the altcoin market. Also think like XRP, that's got a lot of catalysts that could bring in a movement. They're the things to keep your eyes on at the minute. Other than that, guys, I hope you've all had a great day, and I will keep you updated as more things happen in the market. Keep your eyes on the Wyckoff accumulation. If it plays out the way I think it will now, I'll be quite disappointed because it means this market is more manipulated than I thought it was, but it is what it is. Anyway, I'll speak to you all tomorrow. Have a great evening. Goodbye.